Hey gang, what's crackin'? Yes, the rumors are true. I moved and I don't uh currently have a chair. So this is what we're working with. It's very personal, it's very intimate. Honestly, it's just straight up vibes. Have you heard of Michael Shelp? Because I also hadn't until today. If you're a fan of Danny Gonzalez, you'll probably recognize one of his movies, Plan B, which actually came out on my second birthday. So happy birthday to me! He is the writer, director, and producer of some absolutely incredible award-winning movies such as Spider's Web, A Pig's Tale, Cars Life, Cars Life 2, and the one we'll be discussing today, An Ant's Life. This movie came out in 1998 and it has a rating of 1.3 out of 10 on IMDb, with reviews such as nothing short of terrible, epic fail, and my personal favorite, truly atrocious with no redeeming features. Now, what's interesting to me about this movie is that it actually came out a month before the initial release date of A Bug's Life, which, like, hey man, I'm no lawyer, but he should sue. They took his idea, straight up. Anyway, without further ado, let's watch this absolute masterpiece of a movie.
Huh? A spider! 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 Spider!
We're then introduced to the three main characters of this movie. We got Fang, Rosie, and Dee Dee. And my initial reaction to the first minute is that I cannot stand the sound of their feet on the ground. Every time they walk, they sound like this. I actually showed this movie to my friend before recording this, and I forgot to turn off my microphone. So we get some real, raw Matthew reactions.
Problem.
The caterpillar sounds like he was like recording his voice
Fang sells a
in like a
caterpillar.
closet trying not to wake up his
That's
parents.
just an
So they're talking about how ants have it really rough out there, you know? Everyone's out to get them. They're the bottom of the food chain.
I am so sick of these non-native species just waltzing in. They don't want a niche. They want the whole ecosystem.
And we get a few quick shots of Sal being the saddest caterpillar in the world.
Hi.
Also, every shot in this movie is just way too long, which makes me feel like they did it just to add onto the runtime, because I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet, but this movie is 25 minutes long, and it's still too long. We're now introduced to a new ant. She's scanning this barren wasteland for a new home when she comes across our main three.
Sisters. Sisters, I am so glad to meet you.
These characters I've never met, by the way. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I guess you're right. You know what? You're right. We are sisters. And then they rub antennas.
How you doing?
How you doing?
What is that?
Rose.
What are you doing?
Eating.
Leave her alone!
Fang.
Stop that!
Sisters.
And I don't know if that's a thing that ants do, but leave me out of it. So this new ant's name is Josephine, and they find out that she is a queen.
I'm Josephine. Queen Josephine. Just left the anthill this morning.
She was a queen, but she just abandoned her colony.
Oh, so you're looking for a nest site.
Actually, I'm looking for help.
Then we're brought to Sal's side of the story again, where he's being chased by these two geckos who are trying to eat him. These guys look like what's left of a snake's skin after they shed. So after Sal narrowly escapes the skin geckos, we're brought back to the main three side of the story. And I hate this next scene so much.
The nursery for eggs.
Oh my god, that's gross.
I actually got chills. Anyways, Josephine tells the other ants to go find her some seeds so she can get some nutrients to build her new colony.
Huh?
He's almost eating that leaf.
Salvador, you stand out like a sore thumb. You're going to get eaten for sure.
These guys are so mean to him. Like, what did Sal do? Now we're introduced to another pointless character, Gigi. She's a praying mantis. She's...
Gigi, what are you eating?
Frank, we're on our honeymoon.
Huh?
eating her husband.
Marriage is a great source of protein.
And I actually think Gigi's only real role in this story is to create some sort of rivalry between her and the geckos. We already have like 8 storylines going on right now, so adding another one on top of that, you get a little lost. Sal decides it's time to become a butterfly now. He's been feeling weird lately. He's been feeling silly.
Sal, you've got to be more careful.
I know. I've been feeling kind of strange recently.
And he decides he's ready for the change.
Sal.
Aw.
Sal.
And he just pupates right there in public.
I cannot believe it. Sal's pupating in public.
Gigi and the geckos get into a big argument about the food chain.
You can eat the furry caterpillars, but stay away from everything else.
And we're immediately reminded of how terrifying the animation is in this movie. Oh my god, it's so scary. So we're about halfway through this movie now. We're at 13 minutes, by the way. And we're given a little hint that Queen Josephine's actually evil.
It's all going according to plan.
And Sal continues his really gross display. I don't even like... After a long, hard day of collecting seeds, Rosie and Thang are leaving their new nest when Thang realizes she forgot something, and she turns back to get it. But oh no! She stumbles upon Josephine, revealing her evil plan out loud, like a good little villain.
You'll be strong ants soon, very soon. Then we'll show those saps who's in charge. Wrong family, wrong species.
Yeah, we find out that Queen Josephine and all of her little babies are parasites, but they never actually explain what that means. We're just kind of meant to assume that it's bad and they're gonna do terrible things, but they never say what they're gonna do. So, it's up to interpretation, I suppose. But Sal's a butterfly now, and he's so big and he's so beautiful, and I'm just kidding, he's a moth, and he makes sure you know that he is not a butterfly.
Sorry, Sal. I was just expecting something more colorful.
I'm a moth, Rose, not a butterfly. I'm not a butterfly, you idiots. I'm a moth. I'm not a butterfly.
So Thang, Rosie, and Dee Dee head back to the group, and they say, guys, Josephine's evil. We have to get her out. We have to chase her away. So they concoct a plan for Sal to go distract the geckos. To like trick them into following him. But hey, he's a moth now. And he can do whatever he wants because he blends into the bark.
I look like bark. He can't see me. No problem.
Supposedly. So somehow we're now at the end of a movie. A movie? Huh? No. This movie. We're at the end of this movie. There's a big fight between everyone. Everyone's fighting each other. Josephine's things break loose.
None.
And the geckos are just eating them left and right. Everyone's eating each other. I don't even know. I actually don't even know what's going on. But it ends in the craziest way. In my last video, I was like, Dude, movie endings don't get crazier than this. This one might.
Guys, stop interrupting my lunch.
Why you?
She ripped their tails off? And that's the end of the movie? There's no conclusion? Anyways, guys, that unfortunately was an ant's life. I don't even know what to say about this movie because it was so... I was initially going to make this video about another Michael Shelp movie that's called Toys Going Wild, which does not sound like a children's movie. Then, as I was writing the script for that one, I came across this one, and I was like, this one might actually be better. So if you'd like to see that one, let me know. I had a lot of fun with this. Thanks, guys. See you later.